Hello everybody. Today I want to take a look at this Cadillac XTS, as it is probably the last kind of generation of a Cadillac sedan that I would actually ever consider owning, because everything that came in after it is just way too darn sporty. I mean, it's totally missing the demographic. While this thing, although it's starting to get there in the sporty department, this one being a 2014, it's not even that old, but it's basically, everything that comes in after. So 2014 with 59,000 miles. That's just, the stuff that they have now, the few sedans. Yeah, that's totally missing me as a potential customer, because they're just way too German-esque. This is almost like where the crossing point of where Cadillac kind of started to forget about their heritage, about everything that made Cadillac a success. Which, yeah, you can call it, making cars for older people, but at the same time, they sold, and they sold well. These things, we had them at our car rental fleet when I was there. We had a few. They weren't very popular, but yes, this is a luxury car. And even though the styling is starting to turn questionable, but I would still consider owning one, but probably not in this color combination. But still, nonetheless, I'm excited that it's unlocked and we can take a look at it. So what's starting us off at the front? Yeah, I mean, giant wreath in the crest, but this is when they still had the wreath in the crest. Now they don't even have that. That whole grill situation, like, yeah, it's a huge grill, but I think this is, once again, the borderline of where stuff that came in after that is starting to look ridiculous. This is okay in my book. You do have sensors all over the place. They are exposed, but just like they are on every car, even to this day. Wheels, yeah, rims. I mean, they're okay. They don't seem to be. I mean, they are curved a bit, and I like how they have the Cadillac here and the caliper. They're a little bit scuffed up, but and it does look like they are corroding, kind of like on my car. All right, so little bits and pieces of the satin and the chrome. This is what kind of sells me on this car still. Despite the fact that it's going all sporty on us, it still has the classic touches. Like, they incorporated a light inside of a handle, and I'm very careful not to press this because otherwise it's gonna lock. You do have the dual pane moonroof, so nice luxury feature. Got this almost like the little opera window extension type of deal with a nice swoopy bezel around it. It's got class and it got taste. Also, I still like how they incorporate the fins. Yes, they are, you can think of them as being a little tacky, but I do like it. Nice, clear, thinny looking, if that's a word. And then also how they got the third brake light incorporated into almost like a little spoiler. Although from what I understand, if this thing burns out, you have to swap out the entire panel. Like, you can't just, you can't really replace this like a light bulb. Same thing here. Like, a lot of these things nowadays, if it ever, it shouldn't burn out because it's an LED, but at the same time, LEDs do burn out as well. And so yeah, from what I understand, you have to replace the whole assembly versus like an individual bulb. So there's some problem with that. All right, you do have that boat tail kind of look, which is similar to a Buick LaCrosse, how that kind of came to a point in the end. I do love the backup light right here, single backup light, very tastefully done. And although the exhaust, it's fake, right? Like, you can see the exhaust pipe like right in there, and this is all just a fake bezel, but a lot of manufacturers do that, so you can't really blame Cadillac. Got the classic script. I wonder if yeah, all right. So not a power trunk, but it is spring loaded. Got these floor mats, although they don't have the wreath and the crest anywhere. That's odd. Nice, okay, chromey handle. Okay, and then that happened. All right, so the quality sucks. Look at this. I literally just pulled on it and it fell right off. All right, looks like it got some manual in there. All right, so you got a lot of weird stuff in there. So there's that. You got to look at this. Got the Cadillac cloth. All right, so that's nice. All right. All right, so let's take a look inside. So this one, as I understand, it's not a fully loaded one, because the fully loaded one did have the digital dash, which this one does not. I wonder if it's gonna light up at all for us. No. All right, but you can kind of see the outline of the needles right there. So yeah, so this was like the cheaper of the two, and I always thought that they kind of cheapened out. Like, it's the same, almost the same digital clusters like on their trucks and vans. Like they should have worked on it a little bit more to give it a unique look. Do have the wood with the stitching, so that's nice. I always love these curved satin type of door pulls. I got the with an easy exit memory feature. I do have this little padded, which is nicely done, cubby hole here. But you got stuff like this. You have an empty hole which you can't really use for anything, and this was left there because it doesn't have a heads-up display, because once again it's the more of a base model. So really, on a Cadillac, you guys couldn't cover it up anyhow. Like, there's just no way to do it. But it is what it is, you know. You don't get the wood on the steering wheel, but you do get the little accents here. So okay, you know, they're trying to be more modern. All right, I get that. But give us the wood as an option. You know, I don't think on these cars it even came as an option. You do have a nice stitching here. I do love the frameless type of rear view mirror, which I think was an option at that time. But you know, the rest of this stuff does remind me of a lacrosse, because like this whole thing, this whole setup, yeah, almost the same. A little bit different setup here. You do have what appears to be LEDs. OnStar, which who cares at this point. Yeah, this I do love. I almost wish I could. No, I'm not gonna take stuff, don't worry. Blank switch. Nothing here. Here you do have a glove box, which for some reason has a button, and you do have what appears to be either a navigation disc, or this might be a CD player. Not 100% sure. But you do have this Cadillac type of deal here. All right, nice. Pouch. Although the glove box itself is actually pretty small. All right, what do you got here? Obviously, so this thing doesn't have any sort of buttons here, so you do have it on the steering wheel. These do light up when, I guess, when the car's running, or maybe if I try to push this button. Nope, doesn't do it. So okay, oh, there you go. So it does light up for a second there. Heated and cooled seats. And it does have a capacitive touch response, so I guess kudos for that. And I always love this little trick. So you do have a motorized thing there where you do have a USB outlet. So I do have a feeling this will break if you use it every day, but you know, it's nice while it works. Let's see. All right, cigarette. Nope, power outlet, and then I guess this is where the ashtray would go. All right, love this. Love the little wood bits and pieces here. Cup holders are just cup holders. Leather-esque type of boot. Here you have a pretty nice. You got a white and storage here. Leather is okay. It's not Cadillac style, but it is okay. And then you do have the little V, which I think if you're probably sitting in here when it's really hot, it will probably, you'll be branded with this in your back. Also, this thing kind of nice, so how you can control it with one button. You can raise it, lower it, kind of take it in and out. All right, yeah, so sitting here, I mean, it does feel nice. It smells really good in here. You do have, you know, leather and wood and some of this softer type of material and more of the satin stuff. It's nice, but this is the borderline of when anything that would come after would be less special, more sporty, all that good stuff. Oh, Bose. Also, you know, being a kind of a larger sedan, you can kind of see how the back of it is big. I mean, it is big, definitely. I got the seat all the way back. I have plenty of room here, so obviously for any limo company that uses this car, you know, not a problem, which a lot of them, you know, did get used. This is all wrapped. It's all nice. You got heated back seats, so that's nice. So, let's see what else you got here. Ooh, all right. Interesting little, ooh, you see? German style cup holders, very overcomplicated. And I bet you anytime you spill something in there, this would stop coming out of there. But you do have a weird tray. Like, what would you put in here? Like possibly a cell phone, but wouldn't you want to put it in there? And then you did have also a microphone, I guess, for Bluetooth. So that's nice, very progressive. Got the speaker back there. Yeah, but also the back seats, you don't sink in them. You just kind of sit over them. All right, air vents, once again, more trim. So sitting back here is nice. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not plush. It's okay. You see, it's starting to turn all sporty on us because Cadillac, anything that came after, including stuff right now, you know, is all sporty, all German fighting stuff. Here's another car that is locked. So 300C. Yeah, that's the modern version of the last of its breed, the last of its kind. I don't know, 2017, I think it says. Yeah, 2017, 53,000 miles. Yeah, I love this. I know the quality is not there. I know it gets a lot of crap for being ancient, but keep in mind, I like older stuff. And look, still got the wood on the steering wheel. It's got that rotary shifter. Not a big fan. It doesn't have super plush seats. I mean, I've sat in plenty of them, but I do love it. I do love it. So here you go. So I would own this Cadillac as kind of like the last of its kind. And then I would definitely own a Chrysler 300. Like even the new one, like they're still being sold today. But the rest of the stuff, I don't even know. I think I'm at a Volvo store right now. I'm kind of jumping through dealerships. There's a whole ton of dealerships, like basically in a row, and they do have pass-throughs. So I like coming here because then I can just start in one end and just drive through, no traffic or anything. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.